Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Bobbie, and this is Bobbie Reads Tarot. And today, you guys, I wanted to look at Barron Trump. I've had some requests to look at Barron, and I haven't done it in a while, so I thought we would take a peek. I also want to look at that book, right? So you guys know there was a book written a long time ago. I do not remember the year or who it's by, but if you Google Barron Trump book, you'll see it. They sell it on Amazon. And it's very interesting because he has a guy named Don, and there's some crazy stuff. So, as always, my readings are for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research, form your own opinion, and please be kind to one another in the comment section down below. And if me reading on a child is something that offends you, please click out of the video. Just click out, okay? You don't need to leave a comment that you're appalled that I'm reading on a child, because he's not a child, he's an adult. Okay, let's go. What do we have? So I want to look at, first and foremost, because I don't think we've looked at this, I want to look at Barron's life path. Can we see Barron's life path? Now remember, this is the energy as it is right this moment. Energies can change. But as the energy sits right now, can I please see Barron Trump's life path? The Lovers card, this is partnership. Lovers it's a partnership. It can be unity, it can be passion, but he's going to have a partnership, or he's partnered, he's aligned. I almost feel like this is him. I did a video, I think I released it on Saturday, where it was a Jeffrey Epstein channeling video, and that one was crazy. And I've had people ask me on that one, is he alive? Is he dead? If he's alive, how can you channel him? Blah, 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 blah. A lot of questions. And it's, you guys, I don't know how it works. I will know how it works when it dies, but I don't know the inner workings. Because sometimes I think he's alive, and then sometimes I think he's dead. So I don't know if I was connecting like with his higher spirit, or if spirit was giving me the insight. I don't know how it works. So sorry about that. But I'm wondering, okay, so I've mentioned the Epstein reading because Epstein, in that reading, he was taken as a child, and I think he was like a prodigy or something, but he was taken into an MK Ultra type program where he was programmed, and then he learned how to program other people. And I'm getting those same vibes from Barron, that he's now, it might not be, MK Ultra brainwashing stuff, but it could be like he could be an asset for Russia, KGB. But this is some kind of him being partnered, tied to something. The challenge or struggle he'll face is the Princess of Cups. Princess of Cups is being a little bit of a dreamer. So his idealism, his daydreaming will be a problem for him. That will be something he will struggle with. This could be, I'm wondering if he's starting to maybe develop some like narcissistic tendencies like his dad, where he has like illusions of grandeur, and that's what's coming through as like a daydream. The energy he's coming from is the Ace of Cups. This is being handed a silver spoon. This is him being handed every opportunity. A cup is all about abundance, being handed a gift. The energy of where Barron is going is the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is a card that's about generosity and charity. Give and take. Generosity and charity. That's interesting. I would not have suspected that. Let's keep going and see how this plays out. His overall destiny is the High Priestess reverse. This is the card of duplicity, lies, and deceit. So he's here to deceive, to lie, to be duplicitous. I'm wondering if he's going to start some kind of a charity or something, but it's actually going to be like something that swindles people or hurts people. The energy of the underlying issue, or what he doesn't see coming in his life, is the Ten of Pentacles. He's going to be drafted into that family. You guys, we talk about the Ten of Pentacles. It shows up so much lately. And it's all about, I feel like when it comes to me lately, it's Spirit saying this person is connected to the group of elites that run the show. The 1% hiding behind the scenes, the billionaires, the old money families that you never hear their names, but they're the ones with the real power. They're the ones who pick the politicians who play out, you know, their Greek tragedies in front of us, but they're the real ones. And Barron is part of that. He's being called into that. I feel like that's where that partnership is. And I'm wondering if part of it is tying him to Russia through his mother. For entertainment purposes only. Okay, you guys? Okay, it's just tarot. The energy of his life is the Six of Wands. This is victory. I'm wondering if they're going to try to set him up. Now, a lot of people have said that they think that he's being groomed to eventually run for president. My honest opinion from what I've seen in the cards is we do not need to worry about that, because the United States government is going to not be what it is when he's old enough to run for president. So that won't be a thing. So even if that is what is happening, they're grooming him to become like, you know, a president too. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But he's being raised in it. His environment is the Magician. It's all smoke and mirrors. And the other thing that's funny is his environment is Stephen Miller pulling the strings on Daddy Trump. So that's the environment, all right. Hopes or fears? The Star. Yes, they want him to be the president. They want him to like fulfill the Trump legacy. And final outcome, Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Can we get a clarifier? You know what? I want to actually use this forecaster deck. Can you please provide us clarification for the Queen of Cups, Spirit? For Barron's final outcome, we have troubled relations, miscommunication. And let's get one more. I wonder if that's with his mother. We have wanting light, waning light, ending closure, waning light. That is really interesting. I'm not sure where that's wanting to go. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to look at the energy around this whole Barron book. So I don't even know what question to ask, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, Spirit, can you just guide me on this? Can you help me understand if this book, you know, if Barron was named after this book, if it was something that they knew existed and they like picked the name because of it, or is this something deeper? Is there more to this book than meets the eye? Okay, so let's just start shuffling and see what Spirit wants to tell us about this Barron Trump book. So we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed and the Ace of Pentacles reversed. Queen of Pentacles reversed is money that you're expecting doesn't arrive. Resources that you're expecting to be there do not arrive. The Ace of Pentacles is disappointment or disillusion, holding fast to an outcome. Okay, let's keep going here. Get a few more cards so I can see if I can understand what Spirit is trying to tell me. We have the Four of Cups. This is being dissatisfied with how things are going. Money that you want to appear doesn't show up. Ace of Pentacles reversed is, it's that being disillusioned, holding fast. They're not telling me about the book. I'm not getting the book. I'm getting different energy. And the energy that I'm getting has to do with money, investments. I feel like Barron thought he was going to get like a payday. And it could be through, you know, the family's like crypto schemes or just a million things. But the payday that he was expecting, it hasn't shown up for him yet. He doesn't have the wealth accumulated, grifted, that his siblings have. The Ace of Pentacles, there was something that was supposed to be big thing that was supposed to be the thing that like caught him up, but it didn't happen. And he's incredibly dissatisfied with his financial situation. That's what's driving him right now. That's his energy. He feels like he's very entitled, very narcissistic, feels like he should have more money, more resources. Why don't I have this when everybody else has it? Because he's been handed everything his entire life. Princess of Wands reversed. I feel like this is his energy. The Princess of Wands reversed is like being very inarticulate. This is inactivity, waiting for something. And there's that Queen of Swords again. Queen of Swords is the energy of making excuses for terrible behavior. We had gotten in the first reading that Barron had some very dark energy for entertainment purposes only. And this is him starting to engage in it more and more and more. And it's just, it's continuing. We saw, do you guys remember at the inauguration when he whispered something at Biden and the look on Biden's face? I have always wondered, what did he say? What did he say? There's been a lot of speculation, but I don't think we know. I don't think anyone who's speculated has gotten it right. I'm very curious to know what that is. Okay. We have the Three of Swords reversed. This is needing to use rational thinking over logic and emotion, but he's incapable of doing that because he's never seen it modeled. I'm very much getting like spoiled brat, entitled brat. Let's look at some forecaster cards and see what else we can get. We have reality override, perception, deception. So this kid has been raised like the little prince. He hasn't been exposed to anything. Clearly, he hasn't been exposed to people buying groceries. He does not understand basic things that people have to do. Like, he has no real concept of reality, what it is for the normal person. Neither does his father. But it's very, very bad for Barron. Like, it's bad. And it's going to impact him because he's so unrelatable. He cannot relate with people because he does not share similar experiences at all. Okay, let's see what else we have. And if you guys are ever curious to know what decks I'm using, if you click on the description box below this video and you hit where it says more and expand it, there is a link to my website, which is just bobbiereads.com. And on my website, I have a page that lists all the different decks that I use here on YouTube, and it has links to the deck info. All of my newer decks are at the bottom of the list, okay, you guys? Also on my website is the secured portal for booking private readings with me. So if you've ever wanted to have your own reading, either private or, either recorded or live, you can schedule that on my website as well. Okay, so we have multi-source perspective, many viewpoints. I think that a lot of people have a lot of different viewpoints about Barron and what he's capable of, what he's going to be able to do. I think some people have very high expectations. I think he's very, very stunted in his perception of the world, and therefore it stunts everything else he knows. It impacts him in every way. He is very much like lacking knowledge because, I mean, it starts with that basic concepts of life. And if you don't have that, then how can you build? And that's where he is. And there's going to be consequences because he doesn't understand, like I could see for entertainment purposes only. And I'm not saying that Barron Trump is going to go hurt somebody. Okay. So please don't take that. But like, I almost feel like he probably almost feels like he could like take someone's life and then get away with it because, I mean, look at the rhetoric of his father. Calculated moves. He's very, very calculated, but he lacks, like, Trump is dumb. Barron, I feel like, is dumber. Okay. Sorry, no, I know I'm going to get comments on that. People are going to be like, you're so mean. Don't attack a child. We have fluctuating volatility. He struggles with his emotions. He's just like Trump. I mean, he was raised watching somebody throw ketchup at the walls. So, of course, he's going to have volatility when it comes to his emotions. Okay, let's get one or two more cards here for this. Boundary challenge, understanding boundaries. I just feel like he's just he has not been given any, he has not been given any real concepts of what life is at all. That is what keeps coming through louder than anything. What I want to do is I want to move these out of the way. I want to pull more on his final outcome, because that final outcome that we got before, you know, it was messy and it didn't really give us anything super clear. And I want to like dial in a little bit more, because I'm left with more questions, and I'm sure you guys are too. So let's go back and look at final outcome for Barron's adult life. Spirit, can you show us final outcome for Barron's adult life as the energy sits right now? Okay, let's see what we've got here. We have the Star card. This is making a wish, wanting something. And remember, for hopes and fears, it was the Star card. Remember, it looked like the Statue of Liberty. So people have told Barron, you're going to do amazing things. Or maybe they've said, you will be president one day, or you will be king, or whatever it is. But he 1000% believes that he can achieve whatever it is he wants. This is almost like a destiny card. Like, this is your destiny, Barron. Now we have the Seven of Wands reversed. The Seven of Wands reversed is being vulnerable. So there's a vulnerability to him. And that is kind of what I wondered, because when we don't get a super clear future, it's one of two things. Either it hasn't been decided yet, or that person's energy might not be around anymore. And I was kind of wondering if Barron is going to make it to a very long life. Now, I'm not seeing anything happening to him. I'm not seeing any, medical stuff or anything like that. It's just this like very weird void that I'm kind of coming up against, where it just sort of feels like, I don't know, there might not be anything there, because I'm getting like that there's mentally not anything there. And so I'm wondering if it has to do with his lack of knowledge, or if that's a candle that's just going to snuff out a little too early. The Queen of Cups reversed is Melania. He has issues with his mother. Who wouldn't? But she's I know that she comes off as a very like doting, loving mother, and she's staying in New York for Barron and all of these things. But I am getting that she does not have an actual like nurturing bone in her body. How could she if she married someone for money and has a contractual relationship? Clearly, that's not a warm-hearted person. And it's interesting because we have this World card, and the World is success. It's completion. And I'm wondering if this is like completion of his life cycle, or completion that he will eventually one day achieve his goals. Let's go a little farther. Let's dig a little deeper, guys. See what we can get here for Barron Trump. Yeah, he's not going to. The Magician reverse is having all of the tools you need to be successful, but not understanding how to use them and being ineffectual. That is Barron. He is not going to rise. They think he is, but he is not. He just can't do it. He was too sheltered. They need someone who's a little bit more savvy. And he's just like a sheltered little boy. The offer is not going to be there. It is not in his destiny to be something big. Overindulgence, not having the opportunity to celebrate, and Six of Pentacles reversed. Remember, he had that Six of Pentacles when we were looking at the very first spread. And in this one, it's reversed. There's not a balanced give and take. I just don't see him having this like amazing life that's really like I don't see either thing, like him being like doing a lot of good, or being like, really important, or doing a lot of evil and being like notorious. I'm not seeing that. Very interesting with Barron. I just wonder how old he will be, how old he will live to. Now, I want to say also, we don't want to see anything bad happen to anyone, right? Karma takes care of its own. We're not going to have joy on the possibility of him not being around. We're not, that's not for us. So I just want to make that clear. Like, I'm not, I don't know. You guys know what I mean. Okay, so now I'm going to switch energy and go to an oracle card to see what Spirit would like us to know for today. What should we know to get us through today? We have your life is a canvas. And this says artist, manifestation, creative accountability. You're the artist of your life, and your life is a canvas. Take responsibility for your ability to create. Earth is known as a planet of manifestation. Your present moment is based on your past thoughts and beliefs. Your current thoughts determine your future. What kind of life do you want to create for the future? What are you being called to create? You guys know I say all the time that your external world is a direct result of your internal thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And that is exactly what this card is explaining. Reconnect with your manifesting power and align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with the vibration that matches them. It's never too late to start, and no experience is required. All you need is an open heart and mind and consistent daily action. If you're not sure what you'd like to create, start instead with a feeling of deep gratitude for all that's good in your life right now. State out loud what you're most thankful for. Look for the good in your life, and one thing will be certain. You'll find yourself attracting more and more good experiences into your world. This card is inviting you to see your entire life as a canvas, and the picture is completely up to you. Color it with your thoughts and feelings. Create the life that you most long to live. You may also be called to be more creative in your everyday life. What have you been called to create? How can you express yourself more creatively? When you are in a state of creation, you are typically in a state of passion, and that raises your vibration to one of the highest levels possible. So it is so critical that we try to do everything that we do with passion whenever possible. Okay? So that's little things like if you hate cooking dinner, we'll turn on some music you really love or a podcast. You know, if you hate cleaning, same thing. I hate folding clothes, but I'll put on some YouTube videos and, you know, get myself something to drink, and I'll like make a whole thing. It'll be good. So I would encourage you to do the same. Where can you add more passion into your life? All right, you guys, if you're still with me, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And also, if you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. It's free, and it's a fantastic way to help out my channel. And if you would like to take your support of my channel one step further, you can do that by becoming a member. The information to join is in the description box down below, and it's 99 cents a month. Members get access to member exclusive content, so it's a really fun time. Go check that out if you're interested. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while I flip cards, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!